We got training camp right around the corner. We got some big fights this weekend. We got a big damn fight coming up for a guy we've been following for a long time, Leroy.
Yep.
Let's go out to the Toyota of Hollywood guest line shop. Over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. There we'll find Xander Zayas joining us here on the program. What's going on, buddy? How are you?
What's up, guys? Nice to see you again, and excited for what's next. Obviously, the biggest step of my career, and I'm just happy to be in this position.
This has got to be so cool for you, man. This has been such a journey. And this was not like a date that was without drama, because you thought you were going to fight one guy for the belt, Sebastian Fundora.
Yes.
And then it ends up you get another opponent. So, like, how was that whole process for you, feeling like you were going to fight the towering Inferno, this 6'5" freak at that weight class, and now you got to go and, move on to a different type of style?
Well, obviously, it was a bit frustrating at the beginning because I wanted to face the champion, which at the time was, like you said, Sebastian Fundora. He was the unified world title, WBC, WBO. I was the mandatory WBO fight. We started talking. I thought we were close to making something happen. Day or two before the negotiation period ended, they said, "Hey, we're going another route. We have Tim Zoo on board. We already signed up for the fight." So obviously a bit frustrated because I wanted to face the champion, but excited because I knew that the next guy was going to be Jorge Garcia Perez, since he beat Charles Conwell for the mandatory position after me. So I knew it was 1 and 2, and he earned his opportunity. So really excited for that because I know he's coming and he's hungry to become a world champion, just like myself.
Well, Xander, did you get a theory onto why he didn't want the fight? Because he's fighting this weekend on the Pacquiao card, but you guys are like, you're going to main event at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
So
Well, the theory.
What do you think?
The theory that we heard is that they had a rematch clause, which again I don't believe it, because after 2 years, I think they fought 2 years ago. They went into fighting again. Tim Zoo fought twice, got knocked out once, then won in Australia. Sebastian Fundora defended his title, so that rematch clause, I don't believe it. I think it was more like an inside the house thing, just keeping one of the belts, rather than taking the risk fighting the young fighter and losing them both. So again, I can't be mad at that. It's part of business. It's part of the sport, and I know my opportunity will come, and it's here, July 26th, world title at 22 years old.
ESPN, dude, main event on ESPN, Leroy. Look at him, dude. This is incredible.
It's amazing because, we saw you early on and just kind of like the frustration of wanting to get your opportunities, and now you're gleaming. Like you're just
man.
You're happy. I'm here. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to show what I could do. So
for sure.
Is it one of those situations where, man, I've been patient and it paid off? Because there's a lot of fighters out there where it doesn't really pay off. They can't continue to perform every fight and they slip. How focused have you been? And isn't it, are you just happy to finally, get the chance and the patience paying off?
Leroy, I feel like I stayed the course. I mean, every fight you see the improvement. Every fight you see something different. Every fight you see a better and better opponents. So, like I've been saying, and we've been talking for years now. I've been wanting my opportunity, but I didn't want to rush that opportunity. I didn't want that opportunity to be just an opportunity. I wanted to make sure that I was ready for it and that I was ready to become a world champion. Now, going into my 22nd fight as a professional, I know that I'm ready to become a world champion. It's my time now, and obviously that all that hard work, all that dedication, all that patience paid off, and it's finally here. My opportunity finally arrived.
That's a rare quality for a young person. I won't even say fighter, a young person, to say what you just said. So we can't be happier because, like I said, we've enjoyed the ride.
Man, and again, I feel like it's not so much me. Obviously, I am an impatient, young guy because I want my opportunity. I want the world to see me. I want the world to to know who I really am. But I have a great team behind me, and I can't put those guys and those people that are behind me aside, because they made all this possible, from my coaching staff to my nutritionist to my management. Everybody put their piece together for this to happen, and they always tell me, hey, this is the course, this is what we need to do, this is the next step, we will get there. And obviously trusting them my whole career. My manager has a ton of experience in the boxing world, Peter Khan, and shout out to him. He always told me that when my opportunity arrived, it was going to be big, and it was going to be something that we knew we were going to be ready for, and this is not the exception. I know I'm ready to become a world champion.
I'm curious, you're a South Florida guy, but is there a different level of torture of training in the summer? Because I've been to that gym that Javier Santano's, it's called the Sweat Box, Leroy.
Yes, it's called the Sweat Box.
Like, I can't even imagine what it must be like training in July in South Florida. Like, do you feel like a different level of edge training down here at this time of year?
Definitely, for sure. Like, I feel like it's either Christmas, it gets too cold and you're like, man, I can't even break a sweat, or it's summer and it's like, man, can I stop sweating? Can it stop being hot for a day? Every day I go into that gym, it's like a sauna. It's like I don't even have to make weight. I'm already on weight. So yeah, no, overall it trains you mentally more than anything else. The physical part will always be there. I always push myself. I always push my limits. I want to be better every single day at what I do. But definitely the mental part plays a big factor on that, because going into a gym that is 105, 110 degrees Fahrenheit every time you go in there, and having to train and put 18, 20 rounds when it's volume days, it takes a lot mentally. So for sure, it trains my mentality.
How much in this fight, Xander, is it, I know that there comes a lot of pressure with being like one of the faces of ESPN and Top Rank. So do you feel, because I feel like when I watch these broadcasts, it's like if you're not pristine, they got every little critique for you, to be a perfect fighter, even though at 22, you still are growing and you're still learning. So like, is there like, what's the level of pressure of not only getting the championship, but putting on a show? Because you closed it last time, you got a late stoppage. Is that still something that's on your mind when you take on Jorge coming on up?
Not at all. Win. If you watch all my fights, 21 fights, I haven't lost more than 2 rounds. So all the critiquing, it's nice because you get something to hear and learn from, because maybe they're seeing something I'm not seeing. But when you're perfect for 21 fights, almost 100 rounds, and probably lost 1 or 2 in each of those, like meaning in total for all those fights, you know you're doing something right. So there's no added pressure. It's just another night. It's just another visit to the Big Apple, the big city. I fought 7 times there. I know every tunnel. I know every security guard. I know everybody in there. It's my building, and this time is just for a world title. So I can't overthink that. I just got to focus, listen to the corner, have fun like I've been doing, and get the victory, become a world champion.
What do you think that atmosphere is going to be like? Like, Puerto Rico obviously gets so behind. You guys have such a rich heritage.
Yeah.
But like the fan base there, like, what does it mean?
Man, I feel like it's gonna be a crazy atmosphere, and not just because of what this fight means, but because Puerto Rico and New York has been watching me since my day one, literally since day one, and they always show up, they always show out, they always show out a lot of love. We also have Bruce Carrington fighting in Nakar Shushu as the co-main event. He's from Brooklyn, so I know it's gonna be a lot of people from the Big Apple and from Puerto Rico flying into New York to watch me. So the atmosphere is gonna be amazing. I feel like it's something that I'm used to, but it's gonna be a bit different now, knowing what's behind it. So I'm really excited for it, because New York is always nice to me. The people of New York is always amazing to me. Same thing, obviously, the people from Puerto Rico, people from Florida. So I'm just excited to showcase what I do one more time.
What do you think is the biggest challenge that Jorge presents? Like, what are the things that you've been working on to perfect to get this win?
He's very he's very unorthodox with some of his punches. They come from different angles that you're not used to, or regular, boxers are not used to. But I feel like we've had a great training camp where we know when to capitalize on things, when we know when to take advantage of things. I feel like I'm better than him. I'm faster than him. I'm stronger than him. I have a better technique than he does. But he is a warrior. He is Mexican. He's going to come forward. He's going to throw punches. He's not going to quit. I know that for a fact. I could be hitting him with the whole house, and he's going to continue to come forward. So we got to be ready mentally and physically for that, and I know we are.
What's it going to be like, Xander? I know you got a task at hand, all right? Task at hand. We got to get the belt, right?
Here we go. Here we go.
I understand. But, you're then there. And so, you're going to be swimming in these waters with, Virgil Ortiz and, hopefully Fundora, maybe he gets, maybe he wants to finally do the fight. Or, I know you and Lubin have gone back and forth. Maybe Crawford, if he loses to Canelo, he's back in the mix. Or Boots Ennis, if he comes on up. Or, there's a lot of names there. There's a lot of talent that I'm sure you have in mind and have thought about. Are there particular names? Is there a dream opponent? Is there something that is you get this belt and you have a next one in mind? Do you have a call out in mind?
For sure, Tubin, the next opponent in mind and what I have in plans is Jorge Garcia Perez. But to your question, after I become a world champion, there's no more running. There's no more, oh, he's too young. Oh, he hasn't done this.
You got the belt.
I'm a world champion. Now you gotta come face me. You gotta you want what I got. So you gotta come take it from me. So it's amazing. It's exciting to know that I'm literally one fight away from being in the mix. And from those fighters that maybe one day said no or one day said, oh, but this, but that, there's no more excuses. I'm in there now.
Talking to Xander Zayas, he's going to be fighting in the main event July 26th on ESPN for the WBO Super Welterweight title. 21-0, just 22 years old, South Florida zone. He's going to be heading up to MSG at the theater. So you guys make sure you support, you check him on out. Got to get your thoughts, man. We haven't had you on. Your Florida Panthers champions. What did that mean? Back to back.
Man, back to back. I think we could win it 3 times next year. To be honest, I think we can run the three-peat. But it's exciting. It's exciting, obviously, seeing all the fans and everybody out supporting their team. And to be honest, I'm not a big hockey fan because I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, I know all about hockey. But every time I do go to a game, I do enjoy it. I do love watching those guys go at it and fight. It's amazing how they let them fight. So, yeah, really exciting for all Florida Panthers fan and for the hockey fans because I feel like, it's a sport that a lot of people maybe outside the United States don't watch, but it's an exciting game.
Xander, it's a better watch if you go live than on TV.
For
right?
sure. No, for sure. But I feel like that's every sport. Like the same thing with baseball. Like I love going to watch the Miami the Marlins play any team because it's more fun watching it live than actually sitting on a TV and watching it, So I enjoy sports. I am a big sport guy. I'm not the best at knowledge in every single one of them, but I do enjoy going out there live and watching some of the South Florida teams.
How interested are you in Pacquiao's return this week? And you think he still got something in the tank?
Man, at 45, his last exhibition didn't look so well.
He didn't look that great.
He's fighting a champion. The champion might not be the best at his weight class, but he's still a champion. He's still hungry. He's still young. He went 12 rounds with Tank till Tank, just got a nice body shot in. I don't know if he still got it like that. I'm not sure.
It's hard when a guy you admire gets it
to
the point where you just you don't want to do
you're
it.
just pushing it. You're just pushing it. It's like when Mike Tyson got in the ring with Jake Paul. It's like, man, such a legend, but it's like you're just pushing him,
Yeah.
Like if Peter Kahn came to you and he said, hey, Miguel Cotto wants to come back and he wants to fight you, we're going to do the Puerto Rican next generation.
I'll probably hit him up first. I'll probably call him like, yo, like, are you for real? Like, is this like, what are you doing?
You call it Peter or Kodo?
I'll call Kodo right away. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I heard this, what that. And if he tells me like, yeah, like I want to come back and I think like you're the right opponent. I guess sometimes you gotta beat the legends, right? Sometimes you gotta beat the fighter you look up to.
Wait, the look he just went.
I mean, what do you want me to, it's like what? I'll call him like out of respect and tell him like, yo, Kodo, I heard this, I heard that, because obviously I do look up to Kodo. He is a legend. He's my favorite fighter. So if I ever hear something like that, like I'll be surprised. I'll have to call him and ask him personally. And because that's what happened. Pacquiao saw Barrios fight, and he said, "Oh, I think I can beat this guy." So if Cotto comes out and say, "I want to fight Xander," it's because he think he can beat me. So.
I
don't think he's going to do that with you. I think he.
Yeah.
Once you get in that ring, all bets are off.
For sure. Yeah. It's the same. Like I look up to a lot of fighters nowadays. Even like fighters that are close to my division or not even close to my. And maybe if one day it happens, it's like all that admiration, all that goes out the window. We have to face each other. It's business, and I got to go in there and do my job. So obviously, it's amazing to somebody like Barrios having to face Pacquiao, and in his eyes, it's like, wow, I'm facing somebody that I looked up to, and because you can't tell me no boxer that hasn't been a fan of Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao in his day was the best fighter in the world. So obviously, it's got to be something to be amazed by. But when you go in there that Saturday, he has to be locked in and knowing that Pacquiao is trying to take everything that he worked for.
Xander, we're proud of you, man.
Yeah.
Good luck coming up on July 26th. Go watch him on ESPN.
Yes, sir.
Once you win, bring that hardware, bring that gold to the studio, man.
You make sure you come show us the belt.
I got you. No, I got you. Right after the fight, I'll make sure I'll show up to the studio and pay you guys a visit. You guys are always on my corner. You guys are always showing me love. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate to all the listeners, all the Miami fans. July 26th is the date on ESPN, like Tobin said, and I'm going to become a world champion.
Cool.
Good man, dude. Congratulations. All right. We're looking
brother. Yes, sir.
Xander Zayas joining us there. One of South Florida Zone. Go check him out. ESPN on July 26th.